Hey friends, happy Juneteenth. Max here from the home office. Just wanted to do a quick preview before we get to conversations with Heshie Part 2 by Lawrence Goodman. Um, Happy Juneteenth, everyone. This section of conversations with Heshie is about 13 minutes long. So after this, I would recommend checking out something by the Juneteenth Committee of Rhode Island, Mixed Magic Theater, or the Rhode Island Black Storytellers. Those are all great options for today. And I hope everyone's enjoying this very important holiday and learning a little bit about our country's history that has been underserved for years. Thank you for tuning in and watching tonight. We're a quick shout out to Go Local Providence. Thank you to Josh and Kate for streaming our content to your website. We appreciate it very much. And thank you to all the folks who contributed to making this piece. We hope you're all well, wearing masks, washing your hands, all that good stuff. We had an announcement by Governor Raimondo today about phase 3, so we'll see what happens. Again, we're still planning on Fringe, so yeah, we'll keep on working on it. Other than that, without further ado, here's Conversations with Heshie. Take care, y'all.
Grandpa, press unmute. You have to turn your sound on.
Hello, Boychik.
Grandpa, I've been trying to reach you since yesterday.
Yeah?
Calling and calling. What happened with Gloria?
Still hucking.
I mean, did you see her?
No, as soon as I stepped out my door, the nurses shoved me back in like they were herding the Jews into the ghetto. Who'd have thought they'd be using Gestapo tactics in the Hebrew home for the aged?
Didn't you get any of my calls?
I've been busy.
Doing what?
Goggling.
Googling.
Grandma and I saw the Western Wall in 78. You think you're going to Jerusalem? It's going to be dramatic. Holy of holies, maybe you meet God there, sit down for a sandwich. Instead, it's a bunch of boulders, weeds sticking out. Every Jewish kid ought to visit to learn about disappointment. Now, look at this. Grossinger's, the greatest vacation resort in the history of the world. I saw Don Rickles play there, Shaggy Green, Henny Youngman. These are the ruins the Jews should be visiting.
Ray.
What?
I'm worried about you.
I'm fine. Let me do the worrying. We don't need both of us with colitis.
You have to stay safe.
I know.
Use hand sanitizer.
They gave me some. God, it looks like what comes out in a nocturnal emission.
And how about a face mask?
They said the nurses need them.
This kind.
Hey, how am I going to pick up women on the shuffleboard court with that on?
I think your Casanova days are over.
Hey, speak for yourself. I'm on the verge of a three-way with Miriam Cedarbaum and Sylvia Weinstein.
Are you really up to that challenge?
Ooh, I'm up to it. Mm-hmm.
Look, the mask looks fine.
Don't shoot! I'm kidding. On the other hand, maybe I could use it to get people to hand over their dessert tickets. You still don't look so good to me. You getting any fresh air?
Yesterday, I needed more toilet paper.
You have the runs?
There's a shortage in all the stores.
The whole city has the runs. My broker told me in '98 to invest heavy in Pepto-Bismol. Did I listen? How many tuchuses do you have exactly? You should have come here. This place stockpiles toilet paper the way those survivalists do weapons. We got so many rolls we use them to play bocce.
Shit.
Hey, someone there?
I don't want to answer it.
What? What's going on? What's happening? What are you doing? Are you hiding? What?
Shh. don't want to get the virus.
Hey, why don't you answer? I always answer. That's because I like to curse out the Jehovah's Witnesses. But what are you so frightened of? Just open the door.
They're gone.
How come you got so much time on your hands to be sitting around kvetching? Aren't you supposed to be in law school?
It starts in September, but I'm on the fence about it.
You don't want to be an ambulance chaser like your father?
He does intellectual property.
Yeah, that's what they all say until you see them handing out business cards at funerals. I thought every good Jewish boy wanted to grow up to be Alan Dershowitz.
I don't think that's really true anymore.
Yeah, you should have studied plumbing.
They don't teach that at Yale. No, I think I'm just becoming a lawyer because it's what my father does. And at least it's something.
So don't become a lawyer. What the hell do I care?
I don't know what I want to do with my life.
Nobody knows until they're in the grave. My motto always was do. That's all you can do. Just do. You want to do chat?
Sure.
Well, I don't know how to do that one.
Maybe. I should follow in your footsteps and go into the garment industry.
No, absolutely not. Forget about it. Never. It's a killer racket. Murder.
You sold men's suits.
And
And what?
whatever else fell out of the back of the truck. Those days, the Teamsters guys pulled over at the LIE to take a piss. They had a habit of leaving the back door open. Morty and I moved radios, umbrellas, those doodads. You turn them upside down, snowfalls. I always liked the one of Aruba.
There's no snow in Aruba.
No wonder they didn't sell.
My parents didn't tell me any of this.
They didn't tell you a lot of things, like your brother was an accident.
Who's Morty?
Morty Hyman? You never heard of him?
No?
$70,000 a year for college. You never heard of Morty Hyman?
No. Who was he?
An accountant from Staten Island. But in his prime, he was a legend. You know about the Haganah?
Like for Passover?
Not Haggadah, Haganah. The Jewish resistance to the British in Palestine. Morty was a stevedore down at the docks in Brooklyn. Heard the Haganah needed weapons, started a smuggling ring. Him and a bunch of other guys, Jews, packed rifles and ammunition inside shipping crates and labeled them fertilizer.
You were there too?
Nah, I was still a kid in Hebrew school. I thought Israel was just a place you went when you ran out of luck in Egypt. But Morty was a real Zionist, believed the Jewish homeland must rise from the ashes of the Holocaust, a righteous cause. It's amazing he eventually was caught for tax fraud.
What happened?
He got lost.
He fell off the moral path.
No, I mean, he literally got lost. He took a wrong turn walking through the shipyard and wound up at the offices of the Longshoremen's Union. Those guys were always looking for someone who could just make half the goods coming into New York disappear off the books. So much for moving to Israel and making aliyah. His new compatriots were Abner Longy's Wilman and Harold Hookie Rothman. Morty and I went into business together a few years later. See what I'm trying to tell you?
No.
There's no path. You think you choose a career and you're off. Life takes you where it takes you. There was nothing Morty could have done to change his fate.
Couldn't he have asked for directions?
Are you going to argue with everything I say?
Grandpa? Were you in the mob?
No, absolutely not.
You said you and Morty were in business together. Did you know Abner?
Longy's Wilman, never heard of him.
Harold?
Hookie Rothman? I don't even recognize the name.
You were in the mob.
By in, do you mean of, from, with?
Which were you?
All of them. It wasn't like I ever broke any kneecaps. Maybe punched a few kishkas.
Does Mom know about this?
Well, your grandmother may have mentioned it when she was in college. All I know is I got a call from her saying my tuition payments were blood money.
Maybe I should become a lawyer so I can prosecute you.
Wouldn't do any good. The statute of limitations does run out for murder.
Murder?
Well, Morty may have wound up at the bottom of the East River.
You killed him?
No, absolutely not. I had no idea how they were going to do it.
But you knew that they were.
I probably should plead the fifth on that one. You see, Morty did our books. He liked to put periods where there were commas so we could underreport our taxes. When the IRS arrested him, he pleaded bad grammar. The bosses were worried he would squeal, but I told them there's no way. Morty Hyman, nothing can break him. They looked at me like I was speaking Yiddish. So I switched to English, and they still wouldn't listen.
I can't believe this.
You know, at some point, you have to ask yourself, is it really wrong if no one gets caught?
Yes! Don't you feel any remorse?
Of course, absolutely. I told Morty's widow that right after we slept together.
You cheated on Grandma?
Once. A marriage can start to feel pretty stale when most of what you're saying to each other is, would you shut up already? And I wish I'd never met you. Now, look. Trey, don't, look. Hey, how about you put that mask on right now, right? Come on. I'm still your adorable, cute, and cuddly grandpa.
You're a horrible human being.
So don't become like me.
I won't.
So what's wrong with me?
You offed your business partner. Oh, slept with his wife, committed adultery.
Well, you put it that way. You know, I never said I was a good man. I'm just a man like any other.
I should go.
Wait a minute. Let me show you what I goggled.
Googled.
The block where I grew up in the Bronx, all 5 of us in a 2-bedroom apartment, barely getting by what my father earned as a butcher.
Wait, your father, was he a crook?
No, sometimes he passed off horse meat as hamburger, but that was only to the Gentiles. Otherwise, if you were poor, fell on hard times, he let you buy on credit. He had IOUs like you do sheets of toilet paper. He was a good man. That's the truth. But how I got from there to here, I couldn't tell you.
You didn't have a conscience.
Well, maybe, but I always put on a good show at Yom Kippur.
Aren't you gonna get it? You told me to.
It's probably just to tell me Gloria didn't make it. You know, there's a nurse here who's the Paul Revere of death notices. Should I get it?
It's okay, it can wait.
She'll still be dead tomorrow.
You're as scared of this whole virus thing as I am.
Hey, I look through my peephole and I can see them wheeling out the bodies. There's a refrigerator truck outside where they're storing them. Yeah, I'm scared. This fakakta life. If I hadn't cheated on Gloria.
On her too?
Let's not get sidetracked. I mean, if I'd stayed with her, it would be me out there in that refrigerator truck. Who lives, who dies, it's up to the virus. Like God.
The virus is like God?
You know, every year it writes in the book of life who'll get another year and who won't.
Oh.
Except he can't read his own handwriting. His C's look like ours, his I's look like T's, and sometimes he scrawls in crayon, jumbles up different language. He accidentally writes junior instead of senior, and that's when you have a parent burying a child. That kind of God creates this kind of virus.
I wouldn't have thought you believed in God.
Well, if I have a choice, I'll pick the virus. Ah, she's alive. Either it's a miracle or she's got months ahead of suffering. Gee, maybe they were knocking on my door to bring me lunch. She's probably all alone there. Her family can't visit. I should go talk to her.
No, you can't leave your room.
She can hear me through the wall.
Oh, sure. Yes, Grandpa, you should talk to her.
Oh, yes, I'm not so bad, see? Okay. Well, okay, bad. Gloria? No, it's got nothing to do with the $10, but, though I haven't forgotten. No, I just want to know how you're doing. No, how you're doing. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Finish your coffee.